Hello and welcome back one and all. So we are here today at Taint Spreads, and that is of course the best way I can possibly say it, and I'm going to be going through all of the quests that are available here for you today. Now you basically start off by picking who you want to play through the story as. For this one I picked Alden, and well, that's fully up to you, and of course this is Sir Valen's quest. It doesn't matter which side you pick, the quests are exactly the same, so you do not need to panic about that. But if you do want to go through after and complete the other set of quests, you of course can, but they are exactly the same, there's no real point to it. Anyway, so for the first quest, you just want to come along and defeat some of the flying eyes, and that will allow you to place the poison on the floor, as you can see me doing here. Once you have done that, there is actually one final one which I totally missed on the right over here. Once you've done that, head back, turn the quest in, and that is our first one complete. So, moving on to number 2. This one, again, is incredibly straightforward. You just want to defeat the little griffin dudes, and that is literally it. You need to defeat 7 of those. Very straightforward, and that will be the second quest complete. I didn't even say that word right. What the heck did I just come out with just then? Anyway, so for the third quest, again, this is going to have us moving around a little bit and collecting some tree stumps. We'll just call them tree stumps. You need to defeat the trees with 1 health. Once you've done that, again, you just need to run around and place some bits on the floor. Fortunately, the map is not too big at this stage, so you don't really have to run that far, and again, the map isn't really that big anyway, so you don't need to worry too much about these quests. They are nice and straightforward this week. The boss is a little bit challenging, but we'll get on to that later on. So for the next quest, just come along and defeat the pikeman, and then head along and defeat the watchman, which are these little guys here with the daggers. I get their names really confused, and it's really irritating, but we'll call them the dagger guys, the pike guys, the knights, and that's how we'll leave it. So again, that quest was nice and straightforward. You'll get a little cutscene once you have completed that one, and then we can of course move on yet again. So for this one, I defeated the watches. I don't know if you can defeat the other enemies, but if you defeat these ones, you know we'll definitely get all of the items that you need. You're basically just collecting some armour, so you can go creeping up to the base, although you don't actually equip the armour, which is a little bit weird, so I don't really understand why we have to collect it, but nevertheless, we do that quest anyway. Next up, you want to get some passwords. Now this is dropped from the knights, the pikemen, and there are a couple little bits on the floor as well, which I'll show you in just a second. Most of the codes, however, are dropped from the enemies you just saw me kill in there. There's one in this little pile here. You don't need to worry about the watches, and there's another pile right there for you. Now I got my final one, which was code C, again from one of the knights, so you definitely need to stay here a little bit longer, as 3 of the items do drop from the knights and pikemen. Anyway, so moving on yet again to something a little bit different. You just need to make your way through, running into all of the sort of guardsmen around the outside of the keep here, and then once you've done that, you can run inside. Once you're inside, you've got this lovely little head in the corner that you can click on, and this will give you the next set of quests. There's only 2 left to do now, so we're pretty much at the end of this event. So all you have to do is defeat again the knights and pikemen, and that will give you the items that you require. Nice and straightforward. You don't need to defeat them all to advance through the rooms, because there's only 2 rooms, but it's helpful just to speed up the process, and that's how I did it anyway. And again, once you have made it through, you will have completed that quest, and then we can go on to the boss, which of course you can farm and everything. He does hit fairly high, about 1k, so you may want to do this with a few people if you're lower leveled. If not, don't worry about it too much. So thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to leave the video with a like, and of course subscribe, and I'll be seeing you incredibly soon for some more Adventure Quest content and Adventure Quest 3D.